Collective, I love you. Collective, it's me, Patience. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Patience. I am your psychic medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify. My hair, I might have to clip my hair back, you guys. I can't take it in my eyes. It keeps on falling. So I'm just going to clip it real quick. I am your host of Spirit News on Spotify, where I teach you about non-physical energy and how you're just not just noisily. Yes, I do it noisily. I say it every time because I want you to know that you are non-physical energy having a human experience, and we are here to help you through our own experiences. We have documented that on our TikTok. What is happening here? Now my clip's falling out. I just want my hair out of my face. Sorry. I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have documented our own ascension journey on TikTok, where you can find that in the link tree. Hey, Misty! Hey, girl! Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Now my clip's hurting my head. Okay, there. Okay, okay. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, hold on. I have this, I hit my head, so I have this scab on my head. Okay, there we go. So, we're here to teach you about non-physical energy. I'm Patience. And if you want to follow any of our socials, we would love that. You can go to the description bar, through the link tree. We have a link tree with all of our socials. We'd love you to be a part of our community. We're here doing another collective read for psychic development of my childhood psychic gift that I've had since I was born. And I repressed it until 4 years ago. I didn't tell nobody about it because everyone thought it was weird. And oh, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. But if you're going to be naughty, I'm going to kick you out of here. So this is for positivity and for lovins. If you want to feel the heels, then you can stay. But if you want to be a meanie, you can go. It's up to you, okay? Let it be your decision. Either way, you're welcome here, okay? Love you. So we're going to do another collective read. I do psychic development with the help of my spirit team on... The number 8. We do the... You know... Don't worry, bro. Much love. Hi, Jen. Hello. I love when you put a wave. That makes me feel so good. I love that. So we're going to do another psychic read, okay? We're doing psychic development so I can help learn my psychic gifts, so I can be of service to the collective, so I can use my powers for good. I'm like Jean Grey up in here, like X-Men, and I'm really excited about that. I'm happy to share that with you. Thank you very much. And I'm so happy to be here to be of service. I'm happy to use my gift for good to help the collective to get higher perspectives of linear views. If you want to see our ascension process, please go to TikTok. We have documented all of our spirit nuggets that have gotten me through tough times, that have gotten me to a level of awareness that I'm at now. And you're never done learning. It's a journey, not a destination. The destination is the journey. So we just have documented the time where we decided to start honoring our psychic gift on TikTok. So we're going to do and continue to grow, and I love growing with you guys, and it makes me so happy, and I'm so grateful for you, for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, your donations, your emails. It's truly a beautiful thing, and I love the community that we're creating. It's really, really awesome. It makes me feel so special, and I hope that we make you feel special, because we love you so much. You are so special, and we love you unconditionally, and we accept all, reject none. And we're gonna do another psychic read. So I don't know what's going to come through. I don't control it. I don't control what comes through. We just read the energy with manifest. Yes, master manifestors. We just read the energy to see what spirit wants to tell us, and let spirit be the boss. They're the boss, applesauce. I'm just here as the messenger. And they did want me to start off with a prayer in my little office of the Virgin Mary. So just remember, energy is fluid. It could be past, present, or future. And actually, what's interesting, I don't watch a ton of Netflix or anything. I really don't, because sometimes I have to be in a mood, and sometimes I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. But when I do watch, I like to watch like docu-series or like murder mysteries and stuff because I want to see if I can pick up on the energy and if I can tell what's going to happen. That's why I think I love murder mysteries. And I actually watched something the other day that was a read of what we were of one of our collective reads, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's so awesome that energy, whatever you pick up on, whatever spirit wants us to know, it's all for data, it's all for development." So it doesn't have to actually, it can be someone who's watching, but it could be something in the past. So you have to remember it could be past, present, or future. We just don't know. Oh, thank you, Charles. Oh, don't worry. I don't even know. Whoever wants to come in here and just throw some shade, is there something wrong with them? It ain't about me. Hey, from South Africa. Spirit love. I love you all so much. So that was just a cool little thing I thought was cool. I was like, oh my god, we did a collective read. It was for The Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix, and the little old lady had unalived the people she was supposed to be caring for. I won't ruin it too much, but I mean, I guess I did a little bit. But we did a collective read on it. So, 5 o'clock. So, can you predict my future? No, I don't do predictions. I just read energy. And anyone who says that they know your future is lying because anything could change at any minute. There are so many possibilities based on what decision you make that will determine where you go that it's impossible to predict the future. You can make a prophecy and Nostradamus, you can make a prophecy of something that you might see, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen because I could choose to go left instead of right when I go on a walk today, and that will change drastically the future of that walk. So you can't really predict the future. You can just see versions of it, and then based on your choices you make, it could be so many possibilities. Okay. So let's see. If you want a personal read, you can email me, patience.with spirit@gmail.com. This is a collective read, so I'm not going to do a personal read, okay? All right, so this is the prayer that Spirit wanted me to read. It's called Azariah's Prayer in the Furnace. It's not here. With your whole hearts turn to God, and he will blot out all your sins. Acts 3:19. Blessed are you and praiseworthy, O Lord, the God of our fathers, and glorious forever is your name. For you are just in all you have done. All your deeds are faultless, all your ways right, and all your judgments proper. For we have sinned and transgressed for departing from you. Medievalists? Medievalists? I've never heard of medievalists. Huh. Maybe we're going to medieval times today, you know? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you're guided here, then this is somewhere you should be right now. And I'm so grateful for you. So, Spirit said medievalists, and this just said every kind of evil. Maybe we're going to medieval times today. I don't know. Let's see. For we have sinned and transgressed by departing from you, and we have done every kind of evil. For your name's sake, do not deliver us up forever, or make void your covenant. Do not take away your mercy from us, for the sake of Abraham your beloved, Isaac your servant, and Israel your holy one, to whom you promised to multiply their offspring like the stars of heaven, or the sand of the shore on the shore of the sea. For we are reduced, O Lord, beyond any other nation, brought low everywhere in the world this day because of our sins. We have we have in our day no prince, prophet, or leader, no holocaust, sacrifice, oblation, or incense, no place to offer first fruits to find favor with you. But with contrite heart and humble spirit, let us be received. As though it were holocausts of rams and bullocks, or thousands of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in your presence today as we follow you unreservedly. For those who trust deflection. For those who trust in you cannot be put to shame. And now we follow you with our whole heart. We fear you and we pray to you. Trusting in the Lord's promise, the Virgin Mary conceived a child, and remaining a virgin, she gave birth to the Savior. We share the fruit of life through you, O daughter blessed of the Lord. Wow. I love you, Spirit. I love you so much. Thank you for all you do. So, there's somebody here who has rejected God, okay, and is now asking for forgiveness, asking for mercy, and God will never say no to you, and that's like the beautiful thing about it. If you ask for forgiveness, if you ask for help, He's very merciful. He, she, whatever God is. So there's somebody here who doesn't want God to turn their back on them. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Spirit, where do you want me to go? Somebody who doesn't want God to turn their back on them. You know, a lot of people don't really know how to ask for help from God. It kind of feels like that. Like it takes a little bit of humbling to be able to ask for help for something, because a lot of people feel like they don't deserve to be helped, or hello, Grand Rising. Spirit said probably. Well, according to God, I mean, most sins can be forgiven. You know, it's us who find it hard to forgive. God finds it easy to forgive. It's us who find it hard to ask for forgiveness, or to ask for help in any kind of way. So let's see what's going on. Spirit, what do you want us to know? Ooh. I got Pluto and I got the 9th house. Resurrect. Get to the heart of something. Do or die. The need for control, an obsession, a power struggle. Spiritual values in the 9th house. What is to be shared? Long range travel or thinking. As if it is, or they came from all there is. The philosophies and laws involved. Do it in a big way. So whoever I'm talking to is feeling a resurrection. They're trying to get to the heart of something, because before they thought there was something they must do. It was do or die. There was some kind of power struggle that they became obsessed with. It was a need for control. And it must have clashed with some kind of spiritual values, something that they weren't thinking in the long term about. It was very in the moment. Irritably. Spirit said irritably. This person thought their philosophies and what they knew about whatever knowledge they had, whatever their spiritual values are, they thought that that was it. They thought that's where they come from. That's all there is. Their philosophies and laws were immovable. They couldn't be thwarted. They couldn't be changed. And that was the power struggle. Something about their spiritual values. But what they were obsessing over and needing control over, they felt like they had to do it in a big way. A truck. They felt like they had to do it in a big way to show that what they believe is right. But that's the thing about beliefs, you guys, and that's why I've always heard there's things you don't talk about in a social setting, and it's religion, money, and politics, because you come here with the ability to believe anything you want. You can believe anything you want. Anything you want, you can believe. And I was actually just reading this in this book I'm reading. I wrote it down. It said, do you believe it because it's true, or is it true because you believe it? And from what I'm learning through Spirit is that that's why we can't talk about religion and force our religion onto other people, or what we believe, because just because I believe it doesn't mean that you have to believe it too, because in this world, in on earth, in this dimension, there's so many beliefs that you can believe if you want to, and reality is just what you believe it is. Everybody's like their own walking bubble of reality. You can live in your own reality, and it doesn't even have to affect me at all. You can believe whatever you want and live however you want, and it will not affect me at all. But there are people out there that don't understand that spiritual law, and they understand very short term laws or philosophies that they feel they have to impose on other people. So this person had some kind of philosophy or spiritual value that they thought was law, that they thought that's all there is, that's where it comes from. It was do or die to push this belief onto others, and they did something in a big way, and with a power struggle, with an obsession for a need to control the way people view whatever this spiritual value is. Okay? And that's the problem with beliefs. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. It doesn't mean that it's true all around the world. It doesn't mean that everyone believes it. And it doesn't mean that life will not go on if nobody else believes it. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking, and anybody and everybody is allowed to believe what they want. And what you believe will literally be what you experience. So, is it true because you believe it, or do you believe it because it's true? So, there's a lot of things out there that aren't necessarily true for everyone, and that's an example of this right now. So, it's so funny that that came up. Thank you, Spirit. I literally wrote that down the other day. That's so funny. So we'll find out what they did, but it was definitely came from a place of control, which is a lower energetic frequency. You cannot control anything. So the only thing you control is yourself. But this person was like, do or die. You must believe what I believe. That was their power struggle. And they're in a
Stop doing.
they're in a Spirit's like, stop doing that. They're in a time of
No.
resurrection. Yeah, this person tried to do something that Spirit had to stop because they wouldn't stop doing something that was pushing some kind of need for control. It came from a place of control. Okay? All right, what else? What else, Spirit? Thank you so much, Spirit. Jen, can I make you moderator? Would you mind? You don't have to, but if you want to, I'll just make you it. And if you see anything yucky, you can take it off for me. Would you mind? I don't want to do it if you don't want to. It's no big deal if you don't want to. Spirit, please tell me what else. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? What was this person's spiritual beliefs? The sun. Okay. This person may have thought that whatever they believed in was the creation of everything. But I think they're starting to realize that that's not true.
Lust.
Lust, okay. So, this is a person that was using some kind of spiritual beliefs or values to control people with an obsession. They were using it as some kind of power structure, some way to assert their power. They may have even given people ultimatums. You either do this or you die. If you don't do this, God's going to unalive you because you're, disrespecting whoever they subscribe to. Okay? Because I got the sun here. All right? Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I love you. So, it's because this.
She's at the front door.
Yeah, they wanted to be in the front. They wanted to be the sun. They wanted to be the one that everyone comes to for answers. They wanted to be a leader. And to them, because they were in a low energy of control, they perceived power or being a leader as someone that can control everything. And when you're in a distortion like that, over time you'll start to feel like you have like some kind of superiority complex. It's literally like it reminds me of oh, it's that cult. What was that guy's name with the glasses? And he took everyone to like Costa Rica or some,
Tremble.
and it was like only he could talk to God. You know, that kind of, it's not that exactly,
Yesterday.
but it's like that energy. He, you know, he looked like a freaking Elvis. He had to buy all the fanciest things, and mm, it this is, I'm getting a download about integration. When you practice any spiritual practice, even if it's low vibration spiritual, not integrating or processing wounds, what will happen is it will amplify or put sunlight on your shadow, the shadow that is dominant within you that needs to be processed. You can't be involved in spiritual practices and not integrate at the same time, because what happens is your shadow gets bigger, 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 because God wants you to look at it, because you can't really say that you're a leader or that you're some kind of spiritual person if you're not also doing the work. You just can't. You have to also be integrating your shadows, be looking at them. If you deny that you have them, but yet you are inserting yourself in other people's lives, acting as their leader, but you are not taking leadership of your own actions or taking responsibility for your own shortcomings, they will get magnified and magnified, and it will appear that you need to be control of everything. It'll be a power struggle. So this person has done something to that extent that now they're in a resurrection for, because they want God to have mercy on them. Like the prayer said, they have sinned, they've done something that uh, pushed people away from God, and now they're asking for God's forgiveness, because whatever they did, they realized, it says right here, realize that they weren't demonstrating true spiritual law or spiritual values. They were just imposing their own philosophies based on what they thought was valuable, not what God thought was valuable. God made the commandments, and he helped us be aware of what the sins are, so that way we could not act that way. Spirit said boomtown. Boom. So this person's in some kind of realization, tracklessly, without much, tracklessly, like they're finding their way, like aimlessly. They're not really doing it in a mindful way, but they're starting to realize that they weren't right, basically. Okay. We'll find out what they did, but we're just getting a basis right now. Well, that card just bounced out to the floor. They could potentially have been running from this fact. Scorpio. I have Scorpio here. Could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. Resurrect twice. Purification, resurrect. This is somebody that didn't find the extraordinary power of prayer. This is someone who had to control the situation, the highs, and they had to always be at a high peak. Anything that was considered to be low was considered to be not powerful. Okay, this person was lost in the sauce of a power struggle. Okay, they needed to, there's some kind of secret that they were hiding that was the source of their power, something that they kept from people, something that had a sting to it, something that They knew if people knew they were doing, they wouldn't view them as a leader anymore. Something extraordinary, okay? Something that gave them some kind of high or control of a situation. I don't know what it is yet, but it resulted from the power of doing this secret. Whatever this secret is what they wanted to do in a big way. It was do or die. Uncle. Could be someone's uncle or somebody who's now saying, Uncle, Uncle. Hi from India. I love you too. From Germany. Hello. My day is fabulous. I love it. I love being alive. I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy right where I'm at. I have everything I need and everything works out for me. I love it. So let's see. You want any more of these? No? Okay. Let's continue on our journey to see what this person did. Okay. Spirit, where shall we go? Let's do some tea leaves. Spirit, can you please tell me what this person did? All right. They wanted a clear picture of their emotional and love life. They wanted to reveal that they had some kind of power or energy and that it runs in their blood or something. They wanted to be part of some bloodline. They wanted to be viewed as some kind of power family where they have strong ties to punish. They wanted to be viewed as some kind of strong bloodline of someone that was powerful, or a family that had a powerful bloodline. They wanted to look like they had emotional energy that could reveal some kind of clear picture. They wanted everyone in their family to view them as important, as the go-to. A search said not likely though, because this person isn't actually a leader like we have here. So they wanted people to view them that way. That's why they did something in a big way to force there's some kind of philosophy or spiritual values they had onto people. But they were thinking more with their head than with their heart. And they were often concerned with the opinions of others. President? What sign is the president? Hey, Jacoby. Oh, Papua New Guinea. Hello. Welcome. Hi, number one. Thanks for being here. So, Spirit just said president. Are we talking about the president? Or it could be a president of some company or maybe of a family. Something where they wanted to be viewed as a boss, but they let their head rule over their heart. That's not balanced. They are concerned with the opinions of others and they let that influence their emotions. They don't want to be viewed as common or unimportant. And they don't want anyone to cross them, because if you cross them, the negative effects will be had on your health. They could possibly use hypnosis. They could possibly use a form of hypnosis or some kind of mental manipulation to control people. That could be part of their philosophy, or that could be why they had a power struggle and became obsessed with the need to control everything, because they found some kind of hypnosis or something along those lines of mental manipulation to get people to do what they wanted. That's weird. Just so you know, manipulating people to do what you want against their will is bad, okay? That's bad, okay?
You will die.
So, anyone who had different thoughts on this matter, they they would try to impose dominance over them. They wanted people to be passive. So they could impose their great importance onto people. So they'd represent themselves in this way into others, and this is how they interacted with the outside world on a day-to-day basis. They would often represent themselves in one way in the public, but privately they wouldn't show their hands, and they're like anyone who had hopes and dreams of branching off or being something greater than them. They had to assert dominance over them
Catherine.
because they're insecure. The only person who needs to do that is usually insecure. If you, and it's right under the sun card, because they have to, for this person to feel worthy or like they're valuable, they have to assert dominance over people. And anyone who shines brighter than them or acts like a leader that would somehow make them look less of a leader gets blotted out. That's how they act behind closed doors. They don't let people know that. They do something behind closed doors so people don't know that about them. Okay, that card's gone. I don't know where it went. So that's how this person operates. And that's how this person is now on their knees crying to God, asking God for forgiveness because something they did was they wanted to do something in a big way to show, what a big dick they have, a big dick swinging over here. Let me show you that I'm the leader. I'm the one. So silly.
Incorrect.
Spirit said incorrect. They said nope.
Famous.
Oh, this could be. Spirit said president and famous, so. But Spirit said this person went too far. Okay, incorrect. You're not going to show nobody that because that's not who you are. A seer. This says a seer.
Venmo.
S-E-E-R. This person, it says right here they found some kind of form of.
Demonic.
Oh, Jesus. This person was using low vibrational spiritual practices to do some kind of.
Bring it.
Spirit said, bring it. Spirit is calling this person out. It could be a president, it could be someone famous. They're doing low vibrational spiritual practices,
Agree.
asserting their dominance through some kind of divination, some kind of hypnosis, um, that they have learned through. Seeker and seer, right here. Thank you, Spirit. This person thought they were powerful because they practiced low vibrational spiritual practices and had some kind of
I'm watching
way to see. Okay, they had some kind of psychic powers or something. But it wasn't psychic powers that they developed over time through practice and through dedication. It was something that they had to do some certain kind of low vibrational spiritual practice to attain. And they used it on people against their will without them knowing to make sure that they asserted their dominance on them all the time. And they would glance into people's lives and then they'd be able to control them that way because they would like to force themselves upon people, so they read people against their will. Okay, and they thought this gave them some kind of power, and they do it so much that it became something they used to control people.
Not likely.
Yeah, Spirit said not likely. Because they may have been doing this for a little.
Watching you.
Yes, I know. They may have been doing this for a little bit, but eventually there's something that this person thought that they were powerful. Okay, they thought that they were demonstrating some kind of powerful supernatural act onto people, and that's how they got people to follow them. Okay, but some kind of injustice was done because they made a wish that against some kind of lover or something, and this lover could have possibly found their secret out, or they did something to somebody who's a lover in such a big way that their secrets are out because they were scared of losing a lover. So they did something to a lover that could have
The
something
number 3.
something that broke some kind of wish they had.
Helpless.
Helpless. Something that wasn't injustice. That could have been the straw that broke the camel's back, something that spirit put their foot down about,
Uncertainty.
that they were like, no, this can't go on anymore because this person kept abusing their power. So something with a lover, they could have
Hear you.
they could have possibly used some kind of hypnosis or mental manipulation or some kind of energy manipulation on a lover, because the lover was starting to find out some secrets about them, and they were afraid of losing the lover. They didn't want to lose the lover. They didn't want the lover to break up with them because the lover was actually a wish fulfilled for them. This was an injustice done. If God gives you somebody to love, that's a gift. That is a wish granted. Okay, this person wished for some kind of love to be granted. They got it. But they were doing weird things with low vibrational spiritual practices that this person started. Their person says waiting to be sniffed out. They started maybe realizing there's some strange things happening.
1960s.
And now,
Time.
of course, your lover's going to be like, what is this? What's happening? What's going on? Right? I mean, that's normal to ask questions if something weird's going on. But
You need to be alone.
they didn't want to stop what they were doing, but they didn't want to lose this lover. So they performed some kind of hypnosis or um, some kind of manipulation on them that could be attributed to low vibrational spiritual practices, because that's what they do. They do that to everyone. Anyone who follows this person is under some kind of manipulation. Okay? Hey, Damien! Is your outside voice with you still? It is. Spirit said, watching you. They said, watching you. We are watching you. Yeah, this person uses some kind of, like, they may have the ability to see or to, like, use a crystal ball or something where they're using divination to spy on people.
Drain.
So they may have spied on their lover's future. They wanted to see what good news their lover was going to have in the future, if they were going to have an unexpected legacy or another marriage or a marriage. So they decided to this is what they did in a big way. They abused their power. They had some kind of ability that they used against somebody that was a wish granted. God gave them somebody that was supposed to love them out of this need for control of power. They're supposed to explore another side of themselves, but they got drunk with power and they didn't want to stop what they were doing. They view their lover as very lucky, someone that Spirit said manifests at the beginning, so their lover could possibly be a master manifester or somebody who's just in an abundant mind state, who finds joy in any all situations, somebody who's very lucky, where things always work out for them, but they didn't want to lose them. So they spied on their future, which is a no-no. You don't spy on people's future. If you were meant to know the future, you would. You're meant to come here so you can follow your intuition, not make decisions based upon what you think you know. You are supposed to follow your heart and enjoy the ride, okay? My day is very well, thank you. So this person has an obsession for control. And if, just so you know, if you feel the need to control so many things, whether that shows up as OCD or controlling other people or controlling the narrative of things, then that's a sign that's wrong. That's a sign that something's wrong. That, because when you get to a place of loving yourself and not needing that, you don't want to control anything. You just want to let it unfold because you know that you can't control anything. So this person didn't want to they didn't want to control themselves, their flesh, but they wanted to control their lover. There was a wish granted, but they didn't want to clean their act up. So they spied on their lover through divination, found out that their lover has some kind of legacy to fulfill, and they didn't want to let go of them. But they didn't want to treat them right. That's fucked up. That's selfish. That's completely selfish. I'm unavailable. Okay. I'm emotionally unavailable. So, the sun again under the sun. God gave this person someone who's the sun. Somebody who's a positive impact on everyone around them, who's creative, who's a joy. Didn't I say that? Who's successful. And instead of using the moon to find out how they're feeling about things and intimate relationships and things they have to pay attention to, they decided to control their lover by spying on them against their will about their future and to keep them from their future, to purposely prevent them from living the soul path that their person has chosen, their soul has chosen for them. That's completely 100% the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life. How could you do that? Would you want someone to do that to you? You're so insecure. You're so insecure that you would avoid the abandonment. If you can't treat this person right, who's a joy, who's the sun, then why do you get to have them and eat your cake too? And then this person gets nothing? They get you? Wow. Gee, thanks. Thanks for deciding that for me. You know, that's just messed up. That's messed up. They have to have control over everything. So they asserted themselves to go for what they really wanted because they couldn't stand their lover going on without them doing better than them. That's mental illness. That's sick. Okay, this person's sick. So they purposely cut off knowledge, communication, anyone social in their life. They basically isolated their gift that God gave them, their love, and isolated them and thought that that was exactly what they should do. Like, that's the right thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Well, oh, they're going to have a legacy? What? They're going to actually be happy without me? Well, let me just stop that because I can't have them being happy. Triangle. Triangle right here. So not only that, but they're in a third party. Okay, that could be the secret that they found out, that the gift found out about. This gift that was a gift that was given from God to help them reform, to help them learn to let go of the need for control. They were in a third party. Okay, doing funky things with low vibrational spiritual practices. Yeah. So their gift that God gave them wanted to make an exit. They wanted to leave this person. So this person went and spied on them because they're like, I'm all powerful. I'm all knowing. How could you want to leave me? I'm God's gift to the fucking earth. Well, clearly you're not, because who wants to be with somebody that wants to be with other people? Okay. So they knew that letting go of you, because you're an unexpected source of an uplifting experience. That is so selfish. I'm So when I hear stuff like this, it's so annoying because I I just don't. I would
Scorpio.
never Scorpio. Spirit said Scorpio, and I
Genesis.
have Scorpio right here. That's ridiculous. Just because you're miserable and you have some false sense of security and control, you think that all these things you have make you happy. Clearly, you're not, because you divination spied into your gifts' future and couldn't stand the fact that they would have happiness. But little did you know is that if you had just treated this person right, and you just did right by them and you got out of this control low vibrational frequency, you could have been happy with them, you dummy. You know, it doesn't have to be some isolated incident where they're happy without you. They were with you. They could have been happy with you. But you are the one that wanted to dibble dabble in low vibrational spiritual practices and think that that's control. And you didn't want to let go of that. Okay? God throws pearls of gift at everyone. It's just people. Exactly. This God gave this person a gift to get them out of this mindset, to get them out of this way of thinking. And they couldn't see that. They couldn't see it. And then when this person found out that their person was in some kind of love triangle with the third party, they said, "I'm out of here. I don't want to be part of a third party. I don't want to be with someone who's for everyone." And that's fair. That's fair.
Right.
If you fuck up, goodbye. So
Kimberly.
they manipulated the energy to block this gift's path so they couldn't be happy without them. Okay? Because they didn't want to let go of this person because this person uplifts them. The gift that God gave them uplifts them and is a source of good fortune for them. But they were found with negativity. They had trouble with trusting them. So they didn't want to be with them. So they wanted to leave them, and this person jumped to conclusions about someone's ability to forgive or someone's ability to look past something, and they just decided, instead of talking with them, instead of working something out, instead of communicating with them, instead of healing their wounds, they decided to put some low vibrational shit on them to block them. That is the thing they did in a big way that is now they're faced with, because they had to have control of it, that they're getting a higher perspective of now, and they're praying to God on their knees to have mercy on them for doing this. They're literally begging God to forgive them. That's what the prayer said, because they sinned many ways to many people, but including this gift.
Go west.
They thought they had control of a person, the time, place, house number. They wanted to control their gift in every possible way. They were possessive, they were controlling, they were jealous. They wanted to know who they're hanging out with, what time are you going, how long are you going to be out, what's the address, you know? And Spirit said negative. That's not how you treat people you love. That's not how you treat people you love. This person misinterpreted the situation, okay? And this says something. This says 3 weeks or the number 3, and Spirit said 3 before. And confirmation, and there's some kind of love triangle, some kind of third party. So like I said, this person was this way because they were in the third party. That's what happens when you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. You will project that onto someone else and be like, where are you, what are you doing, because you're the one who's literally cheating. That's so messed up. So messed up. If you want to cheat, go cheat, but don't be with somebody while you're cheating. If you don't want to be committed, then don't be with people.
Above.
If you don't want to be committed to somebody, then just don't be with them. Why do you have to go cheat on them? I don't understand that. I would never cheat on somebody. I'd rather break your heart and say I don't want to be with you than go cheat on you. Walgreens aisle 5 lip liner. Actually, my lip liner is from Wet n Wild, and I have a lipstick from Wet n Wild, so that is accurate.
See you.
And I love it. What? Tell me about this gift. Tell me about this God's gift that they gave him. That God gave this person. Or tell me what you want me to know. Because this person's annoying me. Tell me about God's gift. God's gift right here. Just somebody loving on themselves, someone who's independent, someone who's self-healing. Sounds like a dream. Sounds like they had an absolute dream, but they wanted to wear a mask. They wanted to pretend that they were all-knowing, that they can control anything, they can do anything they want. They did not appreciate the gift that God gave them.
6.
They had an expectation. Some kind of other purpose that they were putting their focus into instead of realizing that they had everything they needed right in front of them. But it was never enough. They had to have more control. I need more. I need to have more people fawning over me. I need more power. Give me a break. Stubbornness. They just didn't want to see. They were selfish. I told you, this person's selfish beyond selfish. Everything has to be their way. Everything has to go the way they want it to go because they're the ones with all the power of the universe. They have some weird spiritual values that aren't even rooted in God. They're rooted in some dark, low vibrational spiritual practice. They're having third party love triangles, and they're doing divination spying and doing energy blockages on someone who's like this. Yeah, make it make sense. You know, it's ridiculous. You get a gift and then you shit on it, and then you do the most because you don't want to admit that you're wrong. Wow, what do you think's gonna happen if you just say, I fucked up. I didn't want to lose you because you're the best thing, because you're the source of my happiness. Because I can't be happy without you. So they strategize because they come from their head, not from their heart. There should be a balance between both. They're trying to predict when their gift would leave them and who they were going to be with instead of just talking to them and telling them what they felt vulnerable about. Yeah, didn't I say commitment? This person didn't want to be committed. They felt like they were in some binding contract. That was the mask they were wearing. But instead of just saying, I don't want to be with anybody, they had to be with you so you wouldn't be with anyone else. That's weird as hell. Weird as hell. Okay? Just so you know, that's weird. You can't do that to people. I told you, a gift. You're a gift. Okay? A delight. A delight. Unfairness. It says unfairness right here. They didn't want stubborn. They didn't want to see that it was unfair because it's all about what they want and about their happiness and about how it makes them look. This person's annoying me. I told you they did some kind of energy manipulation to keep this person bound. So this person, oh, that's okay, Jen, I love you. So this person wouldn't be happy without them. That's selfish. Yeah. They're under some kind of illusion, okay? Under some kind of illusion that, yeah, I love being here with Mr. Selfish, who wears a mask and is not even a real person, that does low vibrational spiritual practice. Yeah, I love being with them. Oh, but then, they just have like, I know that they're difficult, but
Many
I just love them
spirits.
anyway. That's how the gift was acting because they had some kind of magic put over them. Some kind of love spell or something to keep them away from. This says they're supposed to have a legacy and possibly another marriage. But the thing is they were with you at the time. So instead of appreciating them while they're with you, you treat them shitty and then they find out about it and want to leave you and now you want to hold them back with magic? That's pathetic. That's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spirit said. Should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah. Now this is why they're begging on their knees. Please, God, please have mercy on me. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know. Well, now you're going to find out the hard way. That's not what you do to people. Just because you don't get your way like a little baby child, oh, then you're going to put some kind of low vibrational spiritual practice on someone because you think you're so powerful. Well, you don't look so powerful now. Now you look like a chump. One hump chump. Looking like a fool. Looking like a jerk. Nobody wants to be with you now. Now you're going to be lonely. You're going to be dull. You're going to have no passion. Yeah, you're going to be angry for the rest of your life because you couldn't stand. Yeah. Origin. They're going to be looking for the origin of their happiness forever now. Okay? They're never going to find the amount of happiness they had with this gift. Because they looked a gift horse in the mouth. They said, fuck you, shit on it, threw it in the garbage and lit it on fire. And now they're crying to God to please have mercy on them. When they didn't have any mercy on you or this gift or anyone else that they brought into their weird, I don't know, whatever this is. They were planning things with strategy, premeditation. That means, oh, I'm going to do this to them so they cannot go here. That's fucked up. That is truly messed up.
Red. Try to find me.
It's not right. You can't do that to people. Yeah, just because they have good news. They divination spied and saw that their person is actually of high authority, that they have a legacy to pursue. Whatever their soul's plan is, they were going to actually attain it. So this person stopped at nothing to make sure they put a nail in their coffins just so they wouldn't get it because they didn't want to lose them. That's sick, man. That's a sickness. It's called mental illness. This person has some things to heal. How can this person unfuck themselves? Because I'll tell you right now, the gift that God gave them is on a journey towards good news, a miracle, a surprise. And they're going to get it. It's a gift that God's going to give them because this person tried to take it away because of their own insecurities, because they need to have power over people to feel good about themselves. That's an insecurity. My heart is breaking. The man I have been with, Jason, broke it off 10 months ago, but still cohabitating with him. He says he will never be with me or even have sex. So, no, I don't think he's cheated. This is what I've been going through for 6 years with my wife. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. It's horrible. This is awful. If you're not ready to commit to somebody and you just don't want somebody to be with someone else, that's bad. You can't do that to people. You're not God. You can't make those decisions. If you find it hard to let go of somebody and you can't even treat them right, that's your problem, nobody else's. You need to take care of that because then you shouldn't be with anybody because it's unfair to keep someone back, to spy on them against their will, to take away their soul's path because you don't want them to do better than you. No. How can this person unfuck themselves? In the aftermath of authentic acceptance and forgiveness, people are left with a question: what now? Unfucking any relationship will require you to relate to that person from a new place. Yeah, this person needs to get their head out of their ass and let go of something they can't control, because you're going to be doing good regardless of whether they do it or not. Okay, love you. Hope it helps. Bye.